65. The body has already undergone many changes, and the penis is no exception. The skin may become looser, sensitivity is no longer the same, and even the size may seem different. What used to be automatic now requires more attention, and these transformations can directly impact sexual life. But the biggest issue isn't the change itself. It's not knowing what's happening or how to deal with it. Many men start noticing differences, but assume it's too late to do anything about it. Truth is, there are ways to reverse many of these effects and regain confidence, firmness, and pleasure that seem to belong to the past. Throughout this video, each detail will be explained, clearly showing not only what happens to your penis after 65, but more importantly, what can be done to minimize these effects if you want to understand these changes, and how to act now to preserve your sexual health. Stay tuned before continuing. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can keep receiving content on health and sexual education if you find this video useful. Leave a like, it helps us bring this information to more people. Comment 1 if you found the topic interesting, or 0 if it didn't meet your expectations, so we can keep improving our content. First, change excess skin on the penis. Yes, over time, the body changes and the skin, which was once firmer, starts to loosen. This happens because over the years, collagen and elastin production decreases substances responsible for keeping the skin firm and elastic. The result, a looser appearance. As if there is extra skin, this excess skin can give the impression that something looks different down there. Some men notice that the glands which used to be fully exposed during an erection now appears covered by an extra layer of skin. In more extreme cases, this may even resemble phimosis, although in most situations it's purely a cosmetic concern rather than a functional issue. Beyond on the visual change, this extra skin may require more hygiene. Moisture buildup can lead to irritation, making daily cleaning even more important. But for those bothered by the appearance, there are solutions. Creams that stimulate collagen production may help slightly, and in more advanced cases, dermatological procedures can reduce this looseness. After all, if something bothers you, there's always a way to address it for a more fulfilling sex life. The digital book, Rediscovering Intimacy, Healthy Sexuality After 60, offers practical tips to strengthen your relationship and reignite passion. Get yours in the pinned comment while copies are still available. Second change, loss of elasticity as the years go by. The skin of the penis loses its ability to stretch and return to normal as efficiently as before this happens, because collagen and elastin production declines, making the tissues less flexible. When younger, the skin easily adjusts to expansion during an erection, remaining firm and well fitted. But with age-reduced elasticity can make the skin appear more wrinkled, less adherent to the shape of the penis, and even slightly looser, even when erect. Loss of elasticity doesn't just affect the skin, but also internal tissues. Corpora cavernosa, responsible for storing blood during an erection, can also become less expandable. This means the penis may not reach the same level of F-ness as before, leading to the sensation of being softer during an erection. Even with normal desire and arousal, this change can also influence sensitivity, as the skin loses some of its ability to adjust and apply pressure to the nerves in the area. Pleasure perception may feel different. This doesn't mean sex becomes less enjoyable. It simply means the body responds differently, requiring more time or stimulation to achieve the same level of sensation. Third change, decrease in size and girth as men age. Many notice that their penis doesn't seem as large as before, especially during an erection. This isn't just an illusion. It's a real change caused by several factors. The first is blood circulation, which becomes less efficient over time. The arteries responsible for delivering blood to the penis may gradually narrow, making it harder for the corpora cavernosa to expand fully. As a result, erections may not reach the same volume as they did years ago. Another key factor is the replacement of areal tissue with scar tissue, small microtraumas, accumulated over a lifetime from frequent erections. Sexual activity or even physical exercise can lead to the buildup of fibers that don't expand as efficiently, with reduced elasticity in internal tissues. The girth of the penis may appear thinner. Additionally, declining testosterone levels directly affect the maintenance of smooth muscle in the penis, reducing its ability to fill with blood. While the change isn't drastic, some centimeters may be lost over time. This transformation is even more noticeable in men with a sedentary lifestyle, as vascular health and circulation play a crucial role in maintaining both the appearance and function of the organ-fourth change-buried penis. As the years go by, one of the changes that can take many men by surprise is the feeling that their penis is getting smaller or less visible. This doesn't mean it has actually shrunk, but rather that it may be getting swallowed by the body. The main cause of this is the accumulation of fat in the pubic area, with a slower metabolism and the natural tendency to gain weight with age. This layer of fat can grow, creating the illusion that the penis is shorter. Another factor is loose skin at the base of the penis, which can make it appear more retracted than before. As the skin loses firmness, the natural support in the area also diminishes, causing the organ to sit further inward. When at rest, this effect can be even more noticeable in men who have experienced significant weight loss, as the once stretched skin may now sag, creating the impression of retraction. Additionally, the scrotum tends to become looser, which can contribute to the perception that less of the penis is visible for those who are bothered by this change. Reducing fat in the pubic area and strengthening the pelvic floor muscles can help restore a more elongated appearance, improving both projection and visibility. Fifth change, penile calcification as the body ages. Certain areas can develop calcium deposits, and the penis is no exception. Penile calcification occurs when small hardened plaques begin to form inside the penile tissues, affecting its flexibility and structure. This phenomenon can be caused by repetitive microtraumas over time, small internal injuries that lead the body to react by forming hardened scars. One of the main problems associated with this calcification is penile curvature, which can develop gradually. This is especially common in men with Peyronie's disease, a condition where the accumulation of fibrotic tissue causes a noticeable bend in the penile shaft. Depending on the severity, this curvature can make sexual intercourse difficult or even painful. Beyond the curvature, calcifications can compromise the penis's elasticity, making erections less firm and reducing the ability of the corpora cavernosa to expand in mild cases. Massage techniques and medications can help slow down the process in more advanced cases. Specific therapies or even surgical procedures may be needed to remove the plaques and restore aerial function. Ignoring this issue can lead to progressive worsening, making sexual activity increasingly difficult. Sixth change, loss of lubrication over time. The skin of the penis may become drier, making contact rougher and less comfortable. This happens because the natural production of skin oils decreases, affecting the protective layer of the skin. Unlike what many believe, the penis does not produce lubrication on its own, but contains sebaceous glands that help keep the skin hydrated with age. These glands reduce their activity, leaving the area more prone to dryness. Additionally, slower blood circulation can compromise the body's ability to retain moisture in the skin, making it thinner and less elastic. This dryness can cause discomfort during an erection, especially in situations without external lubrication. Small frictions that, once when unnoticed, may now cause excess sensitivity or even irritations. Another aspect to consider is that this loss of hydration can affect the skin's texture, making it feel rougher to the touch. This not only impacts sensation during sex, but can also lead to microcracks, making the skin more vulnerable to infections and irritations. Using moisturizers specifically designed for intimate areas can help reduce discomfort, preventing excessive dryness and maintaining skin elasticity. Seventh change: skin discoloration as aging progresses. It is normal for the skin of the penis to show variations in color. Darker spots or lighter areas may appear due to changes in melanin production, the pigment responsible for skin color. This is similar to what happens on the face and hands, where years of exposure to environmental and hormonal factors start to manifest. These spots can have different causes. Some result from natural aging, while others may be due to minor trauma, constant friction, or even circulation changes, even though the penile skin is usually protected by clothing. It still undergoes changes due to time and hormonal fluctuations, which can impact pigment distribution. Another important factor is reduced cell turnover. Over time, the body's ability to eliminate dead skin cells slows down, which can lead to patchy or uneven skin appearance, although most of these changes are harmless. Any sudden alteration in color, shape, or texture should be evaluated by a professional to rule out dermatological concerns. Eighth, change skin fissures. The skin of the penis can become more fragile with age, and one of the most bothersome effects of this transformation is the appearance of small fissures. These tiny cracks form due to loss of hydration and elasticity, making the skin less resistant to stretching, and friction activities that once caused no discomfort, such as sexual intercourse or even friction from clothing, can now result in micro-injuries that cause stinging and discomfort. These small fissures tend to occur more frequently during periods of extreme dryness or when there is excessive skin tension. Many men notice these thin reddish lines, especially during an erection when the skin needs to expand but no longer has the same adaptability as before. Another problem is that these tiny injuries create entry points for bacteria and fungi, increasing the risk of infections and irritation. Some fissures may take longer to heal, especially if the friction continues applying. Moisturizers specifically for intimate skin can help restore the skin's barrier, reducing the occurrence of these cracks and minimizing daily discomfort. Ninth change: penile shortening aging can bring a concerning realization. For many men, their penis seems smaller than before, unlike the visual effect caused by fat accumulation in the pubic area. This change happens due to structural alterations within the penis itself. One of the main causes is reduced blood flow with slower circulation and less efficient arteries. The areal tissue does not expand as much as before, leading to less volumetric expansion during erections and a noticeable shortening. Another factor is the gradual replacement of erectile tissue with less flexible collagen fibers. Small, imperceptible traumas, accumulated over a lifetime, cause the body to develop internal microscars over time. This process affects the penis's ability to fully extend, reducing its maximum length, especially during an erection. Additionally, testosterone, which plays a fundamental role in maintaining penile structure, starts to decline with age. This affects the smooth muscle of the penis, reducing its ability to sustain a firm erection. To minimize this effect, maintaining good circulation and strengthening pelvic floor muscles can help preserve the penis's original length for longer. 10th change: decreased sensitivity over the years. Penile sensitivity may gradually decrease, making sexual pleasure less intense than before. This change occurs because the nerves responsible for tactile perception and sexual stimulation can lose efficiency over time, just like in other parts of the body. The nerve endings in the penis no longer transmit signals the same way they did in youth, making touch and arousal feel different. Another factor that influences this loss of sensitivity is blood circulation with age. Blood flow to nerve tissues decreases, which can impair responsiveness to stimuli without an adequate supply of oxygen and nutrients, nerves may become less reactive, requiring more time or intensity to produce the same level of pleasure. Additionally, common conditions at this stage of life, such as diabetes and hypertension, can further worsen this alteration. Diabetes, for example, can cause peripheral neuropathy, directly affecting the nerves in the genital area. Hypertension, on the other hand, can impact microcirculation, making it harder for nerve impulses to travel effectively. Some strategies, such as pelvic floor, strengthening exercises, and varied stimulation techniques, can help reactivate sensitivity and maintain a more satisfying sex life. With everything discussed, it is clear that the penis also undergoes transformations over time. The skin changes, elasticity decreases, sensitivity may alter, and even the size may seem different. But the most important thing is to understand that this does not mean the end of sexual life. There are ways to reduce these effects, preserve intimate health, and maintain a fulfilling sex life for many years. Now tell me, had you already noticed any of these changes, or did you learn something new today? Leave a comment and share your experience. This content was helpful to you. Don't forget to like the video. Your like makes all the difference in helping more people access this information and take better care of their health. And if you want to keep learning more about this topic, check out the other videos on the channel. There's a lot of valuable content on sexual health and performance that could be useful to you if you're not subscribed yet. Take this moment to subscribe to the channel and stay updated with all the latest content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.